Tourism Minister, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Vasant Kumar, Honorable Minister of Tourism for the Government of Karnataka, Sri Deshpande, friends and colleagues on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media. I am very happy to be present here today because I think we all know that culture and tourism are almost seamless, and I'd like to thank Mr. Banerjee, Sujit Banerjee, for inviting me here today, and also like to thank the World Travel and Tourism Council for this initiative and for the excellent arrangements that they have made today. I just like to share with you the direction in which we in Ministry of Culture are moving, so that, because as I said, we are seamless and what we do impacts on you and what you do impacts on us. One issue which we are looking at is how we can co-brand culture and the Incredible India brand, because both reinforce each other. So we are working on a media strategy which would not only look at advertisements but also things like SMS alerts, YouTube, and the host of other media that is available to reinforce this image. Second is that India in UNESCO has taken a very, I would say, aggressive and positive stand on the issue of World Heritage Sites, because we are living cultures, and the perception of culture very much, which is very much influenced by the West, is of museumification. That, everything is put in museums, or the idea is that something is only a heritage site if it is sterile and not infected by people. And this is the problem that we've been facing for a long time. So we have got together with like-minded countries, and I'm saying we've been fairly successful in trying to change the mindset that if you want to be more inclusive in World Heritage, because today 50% of World Heritage sites in the world are only from Europe and the US. So if you want to be more inclusive, if you want to recognize cultures which are much longer in time and in space, then we have to change. And I would particularly like to thank the Union Minister of Tourism, because we are in Hyderabad and he has been taking a great interest in the nomination of the Qutub Shahi monuments in Charminar. And one of the issues which has come up is, again, as I said, this mindset that they want buffer zones, and these are really living areas. So for us to relocate people or to create such buffer zones or management problem creates very human management problems, and these are issues that we are working on. I'd also like to thank the Honorable Minister of Karnataka, because they have been very, very active in Hampi and in the improving the infrastructure, etc. out there, and they have been a very proactive state. So again, thank you very much. One of the other issues which we are addressing is how do we collaborate on the PPP model. And one example we have before us, which is about to be launched, is the agreement with the Aga Khan Trust and the Government of India and ASI on the redevelopment or the restoration of the Humayun's tomb. And that is a very massive project which took almost 8 years, in which living craftsmen were used to restore a monument. And I would say this is one of the best faces of both tourism and culture, because it created jobs, it created livelihoods, it revived, as it were, traditional cultural practices. And it also showcased India as a pluralistic and multicultural society, which is, I think, one of the aspects which India is recognized for worldwide. And we also now looking at a new conservation policy which has been drafted. It's on the website of the ministry also, because traditionally archaeologists have been of the view that monuments should be left as they are. But today, if you see, the driving force of tourism is not only monuments, it is now museums or old palaces which have been converted into museums. So if you see the great cities of tourism, whether it's St. Petersburg or the Louvre or the Hermitage or whatever, or the British Museum, they are the ones which are driving tourism today. So we are greatly focusing on museums as to how to improve the quality of museums. This year alone, we gave 100 crores for the Indian Museum in Calcutta, because it's celebrating 200 years. So we are trying to revive the old ambience of the building. And we have launched with a massive training program with the British Museum, with the Chicago Institute and other institutes also, for training our museum personnel. So museums are going to be a great focus area for us, and I'm sure 5 years down the line, you'll suddenly see the dividend in the presentation, in the way they're maintained and how they look. The other aspect we are looking at is intangible cultural heritage, because India is basically a country of intangible cultural heritage. And I think we don't appreciate our monuments so much as we appreciate our music, our dance, our cuisine, our lifestyle. And India is a lifestyle country, and I think that is one great area of interest for tourists who come to India. So we are going to focus increasingly on documentation, on preservation, which not only helps tourism, not only helps preservation of culture, but I think makes our society also more inclusive. So I just thought that I'd share all these thoughts with you in the direction which we are moving, and I would once again like to thank the city of Hyderabad for the excellent hospitality. Thank you very much.